Hey, good day to you all. It's Saturday afternoon. Don't know. Oh, it's actually about 20 of 2 or 20 of 1. And it's been a good morning. Had a really good morning. Got in late last night. Me, my buddy Eddie, his daughter Samantha, and our other friend Mike went up to Foxwoods to see Samantha Fish and Chris Stone Kingfish Ingram, and really, what a great show it was. I mean, Samantha Fish come out and sang and played her heart out, and just really had a very energetic set. Got the place really going, and then Kingfish came out. And he did a lot of jamming last night. He didn't play so many songs, but the songs were very long and but very cool vibe, man. He's got soul, rhythm and blues, rock and roll. Has a very tight band with him. The older gentleman that played bass when I seen him last year wasn't playing with it. Was a younger guy, but definitely really good. And he's got this keyboard player that just reminds me of like a Sly Stone vibe. Just can really jam on that thing. And we had a really good time. We went, Mike came by, picked me up, and we had a nice conversation all the way up to Eddie's house. It was like the time just went by. We actually got there early, went over to a Dunkin' Donuts, sat outside, had a nice coffee, just shot the breeze about old days, new days, stuff going on in our lives. It was very nice. And then Ed texted me, said he was ready, so we went down, grabbed him, and then swung over to grab his daughter Samantha, who doesn't live far. And we just did the same thing. We went up to Foxwoods. It was a lot of driving for Mike and then for Eddie on the way home. But the time went by. We were all talking, sharing memories, having a bunch of good laughs. We got up there and we were like walking all over the place. We were trying to find a Hard Rock Cafe to grab something to eat, and we got misdirected by a security guard. So we just ended up kind of doing a tour of this place, wound up, at Foxwoods, wound up in this mall area, which I don't even think I ever seen before. All shopping places, jewelry, etc. And we found the Hard Rock Cafe, but it turned out it was a store. And the restaurant, we had to turn back and go all the way back, which was like a mile walk or more. And we went back, and then we found, Mike's, just got through with an operation. So he's kind of using the walker. And, the guy's a trooper. He truly is. But, it was like enough is enough. So we settled on going to this place called the Scorpion. Went in there, had a really nice waitress, had some good food, a lot of conversation. And, everything just was flowing. It was really good. And the place was right across from this little venue that I never been to before in Foxwoods. I forget the name of it. But it was a really cool venue, and they had the merchandise out front. We stopped, grabbed some shirts, and then went into the venue, and just we were all shooting the breeze, just hanging out, and then the bands come on, and like I said, Samantha Fish just rocked the place. She's such a dynamic performer, all done up in the leather and the high heels. A lot of guitars, a lot of guitar, coming out during each song. Well-rounded show. And like I said, Kingfish come out into the crowd, just wailing. It was like, not far from us. I got some great pitches. And, there was one guy, there's always one in the crowd that just was standing there the whole time. It's like, dude, sit down so everyone could see. But it was a really good time. And, we've been through so many shows together. Me, Coop, Ducky, and a bunch of us that go. Danny, Joe, Jeff, and then Samantha and Joanne. Carol's come on a couple anyways. But, we kind of all met up. Me and Chris went to see Bob Seger at the Boston Garden, his last concert, last tour. And like midway through the thing, we're just looking around. And I remember looking up and I see this guy. I'm like, I know him. Turned out it was Eddie Coop. And, we during the intermission, we talked. We took a couple of pictures. We went down and visited Danny, my buddy Danny, who I grew up with. And he was there with his girl. And then we come back. And it's like from that concert on, we all just kind of clicked. And since then, I knew Coop years and years ago when we all hung out in the Arlington Projects. And but he had his own certain clique, and I hung with a few other guys, but we'd intersperse with each other every once in a while. And but it was good, to see him again after years and years. And like I said, I forget exactly how it went. I don't know if Chris got in touch and whatever, but then, some shows started coming up and we'd go to a show and then it just became a thing. And now we've gone to, I don't know how many shows, but he introduced, I got introduced from Ed to Mike, who I drove up with last night, who is just a great guy, just a really great all-around guy. As you can see bad in people, you can see good in people. And Mike's he'd give you the shirt off his back. And other guys I met like Danny and Jeff and then Joe, just really great guys. And we all just became this kind of interlocked team and just started going to shows. And we've seen, great Tedeschi Trucks, Government Mule, oh my God, Samantha Fish, Allie Venable, oh my God, the list just goes on and on and on. Joanne Taylor Shaw, a couple of Allman Brothers tributes, a band tribute that was really good, and just so on. So we've seen Clapton, just great shows. And we're one thing that bonds us all together is that we're music people. We love to go to live shows. We love to get out there. We love to hear live music. But mostly it's for me, and now I see it with the other guys, we just like getting together. Coop's family come, they're music people, and we all just get together. We go out to eat. We all have a good time. We order a bunch of food. We're all talking to each other, because we can't talk at the whole table. But we all got something in common, and we all can click in one way or another. And it's just really a beautiful thing, man. It's just some great stuff. I really enjoy the fact that I met these guys and ladies, and that we can, when we go out to a concert, a concert is a celebration sometimes of our youth. Because, some of these bands we grew up with, a lot of these bands that we go to now were brand new to me, and it's so great to introduce that into our lives. Tab Benoit, Devon Allman. I mean, I knew of these guys, but I didn't see them. And then, we go to see them, and it's just man, these guys, you don't hear them on the radio, if anybody even listens to the radio anymore. But, these guys don't get the recognition that other musicians do. And they're so damn good, so they got to go out there and they got to tour, and that's how they make their bread. And I'm willing to go out there and see them, support the live music, because, these bands are fantastic. And when they say, rock and roll or blues rock is dead, that's just not true. A lot of the bands, John Mayall, passed away. There's been a list of people that have passed away from my time, and I still love the music. But, these guys and girls come out and they got some really fantastic music that needs to be listened to, needs to be heard. And, some of them are getting some good recognition. The guy last night, Kingfish, he just won a Grammy. Samantha Fish was nominated for a Grammy. I think she even got it. It's good to see that, they're getting an audience because they're fantastic and they really should deserve an audience just as much as the Taylor Swifts or whoever the hell else is out there, And so, yeah, it's just, it was just that, like, we got together through music, through that Sega thing. I mean, I would have never probably seen Coop again. I hadn't seen him in years, and now, like, we bond. We go out there, we're like a family, man. We just enjoy the conversation. We enjoy the music. We enjoy talking about it. We enjoy sharing memories. Some good, some crazy. But that was our lives. We didn't grow up as saints, but we lived. We lived through a lot of wild, hard times. And, now, me, I'm a sober guy, and I love going to these shows. I was just talking to a guy, Rob. Like, I went to hundreds of shows, and to be honest with you, a lot of them I don't even remember because I was jammed up or messed up or drunk and whatever. And that was the thing to do back then, go to an event to get friggin' out of your mind, but now I love going, just sitting there, enjoying a nice meal, enjoying good conversation, hanging out with people that are just, and not everybody's sober, but nobody's doing that shit to get, annihilated. People have a drink or whatever. I don't mind. It's not my thing. I can't do it no more. I choose not to do it. I shouldn't say I can do anything I want, but I choose not to. But, I don't look at people that have a couple of drinks and go out and have fun. Hey, listen, that's great. You can go have a couple drinks and stop and go about your life. For me, I couldn't. And that's why I stopped. But yeah, man, it was just, this has been such a long, strange trip, but a really cool one. And I just, I woke up this morning and it was just, we did a lot of driving, and, it was, God bless Mike, he's going through some stuff, but he's a trooper. I drove up there, Eddie drove back, but, it's a blessing to be around these people, and it's always great to meet new people that we all hung in the same brick jungle at one time, but now I can consider them my friends, and we have a good time, and that's what it is. It's like life is too short to keep saying no to things, so I go to the show because I know. At the outcome, even like, oh, Jesus, Foxwoods, that's far. But you know what? I rolled in at 2 o'clock this morning. I was back up at friggin' 5 out there putting the plants and everything out and watering the grass. And it's like, now I can chill. Carol's going to come home. We're going to go out, maybe get a couple of things, and then come home and chill. So you know what? It's really good. Music is a universal thing. It brings people together. It brought all of us together, and I got to meet new people that have now become friends, and good friends for that matter. So listen, I hope you all have a good day. It's kind of dull out there, but you know what? It's still a good day. It ain't raining out. So get out if you can. Enjoy yourselves, and I wish you all a safe and happy weekend. Be well.